I was going down one street like that. This street is in a Yoruba land. But then, just because you are Igbo, just because you have shops there, you brought out DJ. And it's not like you are selling music. Oh. You brought out your speaker and you were on the road, blasting noise everywhere. And this is supposed to be a calm neighborhood. Blasting music everywhere. Just because you are Igbo. You want to tell everybody you are Igbo. In a land of Yoruba people. You can't respect their peace. Igbos, we have to do better. Our pride is too much. They're calling us Igbos Odogu. We'll be an echo. We'll be increasing. Our head will be blowing, increasing. I was talking with my friend, my colleague. He was telling me how he was about to get wedded. He was thinking about marriage. And do you know that the parents of the bride are actively participating in the wedding? I'm talking about about 50 to 60% involvement in the cost of things. Now, here's the tricky part. They are not complaining. No, it's not abnormal to them. They are not saying, look at this son-in-law. He can't even afford to handle this wedding. No, it is expected. It is expected that the parents of the bride and the parents of the groom participate completely. But our Igbo own, the groom will be buga. Will be buga. Don't worry. I will handle everything. You are forming Odogu. Always forming Odogu. This whole ego thing. Now look at how many Igbo brothers are not married. Look at how many Igbo brothers are not married. Because they are waiting for when they will put their chest and say, yes, I foot all the bills. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean that there are some Igbo parents that do not sponsor their sons. There are some Igbo parents that support their son, I know. But how many Igbo parents from the woman's side will comfortably support that marriage without later going back indoor to say, hey, look at them. They can't even support, they can't even fund the marriage. Our ego is too much, Igbos. Our ego is too much. Our ego is too much. I was discussing this with an Igbo person. He's a pharmacist. We work in the same hospital. And he said, but Igbos have bragging rights because of what they went through, because of the civil war. I said, Baba, yes, so you are right. They went through stuff. I will not be one to talk down on the pain Igbos had to go through. But Baba, it is not only Igbos that have gone through that level of trauma in the past. It is not only Igbos. Do you know what Canada had to do to break free? There are many countries out there that had to go through hell. Moreover, what Igbos did, they did for themselves. They did because they believed they had the right to have a country. And they dared and they fought. Yorubas, I don't know if they'll be able to do it. So Igbos did it for themselves, for their own safety. So we cannot use that, even though that was a sad thing anyway, but we can't use that to gaslight the entire people all over. That is not a good reason to be so egoistic. I made a video before and said, every time Odogu this, Odogu that. And the movies are not helping. Odogu Pana. We have to reduce this ego. That's why many people hate you. Hate us as Igbos. That's why many people hate us. It is one thing when people hate us because we are resourceful people. We like business or we like fighting or striving to get to the top. It's also another thing when people hate us because we are too loud. I was going down one street like that. This street is in a Yoruba land. But then, just because you are Igbo, just because you have shops there, you brought out DJ. And it's not like you are selling music. Oh. You brought out your speaker and you were on the road, blasting noise everywhere. And this is supposed to be a calm neighborhood. Blasting music everywhere. Just because you are Igbo. You want to tell everybody you are Igbo. In a land of Yoruba people. You can't respect their peace. You are blasting music everywhere. Why? Why the attention seeking? You know what I've found? People that seek attention that much are usually people with some self-esteem problem. I'm not saying any tribe is perfect, but Igbos, this our pride thing. Let us tone it down. Let us bring it down. Crazy enough, the part of us, our tribe people that are even really making waves, making waves out there, they are not really making noise. They are not. The likes of Allen Oyema, the likes of the other guy that has United Nigeria Airways, the other one, Allen Oyema, Airpeace. The likes of Zenith Bank CEO. Those are really making waves. They are not even making noise. It's these other ones, money in water. Oh God. God. Make we take them suffering, Igbos. There are some enemies that we shouldn't have made if we had set our pride, excessive pride. I don't mean natural pride, I mean excessive pride. If we had set it aside. Now, this one pay me.